How to let go of negative thoughts and limiting beliefs. Welcome back to another video. My name is Matt, and I help people raise their vibe and create their ideal lives. In this video, again, I want to talk about how to let go of negative thoughts, how to let go of limiting beliefs, things that are holding us back from really utilizing the powers of the universe in order to manifest, in order to create the life of our desires and of our dreams. It's actually really simple what I'm going to describe to you today. And when you grasp this idea, it's like stress off your shoulders. It's weight off your shoulders. It's all that off of you, and then a power that comes within you when you realize how powerful you really are to create whatever you want, when you're able to let go of limiting beliefs, of negative thoughts and things of that nature. So if you're somebody that struggles with this, I think this video will be very, very beneficial for you. By the end of it, you'll know exactly what to do. And by the end of it, you'll know exactly what to do as far as utilizing the powers of the universe better than you ever have before in order to manifest whatever you want. So we'll get to that in this video. Before we do, though, if you could take a quick moment and smash the like button, that'll activate YouTube's algorithm and get this video out to more people that need to see it. So I greatly, greatly appreciate it. And if you've not already taken home a copy of my Law of Attraction cheat sheet, it is a free PDF file giving you 37 of my very best Law of Attraction tips and techniques to use in your everyday life. So please download a copy of that below. Link is in the description. Okay, so limiting beliefs, negative thoughts. Limiting beliefs, and especially more negative thoughts, arise when we have an attachment to something, attachment to an outcome, something that we think needs to happen, something that we think needs to happen in a certain way. And if it doesn't happen like that, or we think it's not going to happen that way, we start getting negative thoughts, right? And these negative thoughts are, one way or another, based in limiting beliefs, that we can't have that that's not how you do it, that I'm doing something wrong, that I don't deserve this, whatever the case is. They all kind of go together. So this idea of letting go was very, very profound for me when I adopted this one simple phrase, when I realized that in this universe that we live in, everything is happening for us. Everything is happening for our benefit. Even if something happens in our life that we think is wrong or think is bad, that is only our perception. We have chosen to see that as bad, as wrong, based on a limiting belief that we have. The truth is, we don't know if that thing really, truly is bad. We don't know where it's leading us to. It might lead us directly to our manifestation. It might lead us directly to something that we actually want to happen. And I'm sure you've had that in your life before. Sometime where you thought something really bad happened, something wrong happened, but then eventually you look back and say, I'm so glad I went through that. I suffered for many years from really extreme anxiety, panic attacks. It was the worst thing ever, I thought at the time. But now looking back today, I realize I'm so glad I went through that. I'm so glad I suffered through that, because if had I not, I would have not learned about the power of our thoughts, the power of awareness, the power of the universe. I learned this stuff that I teach today because of all the anxiety that I went through. I know that that event was for me, that thing was happening for me, that it led me to something else, something better. And so anything going on in my life, if I'm having negative thoughts around a subject, this shouldn't be this way. No, this is wrong. No, I'm not doing this right. No, this. No, that. This is bad. This is wrong. I stop myself and realize, you know what? Everything's happening for me. These negative thoughts right now, they're for my benefit. They're teaching me something. I'm going to learn something from this. This thing that happened that I think is wrong and I'm having negative thoughts about, this is for me. Let me just take a step back. Let me let the universe guide me along and see where this is taking me next. Let me not jump the gun so much and know that the universe always has my back no matter what. That's such a freeing experience and really allows you to get rid of these negative thoughts and these attachments instantly when you realize everything is happening for you. Everything's happening for you. Not even that, but you have the power to choose a perspective in anything that happens. Anything in life, you have the power to choose your perspective on it, right? Because nothing in this life is good, bad, right, or wrong. Nothing. You get a choice over how you react and how you respond to something, over a perspective. Again, you can take a perspective of why did this have to happen? This is wrong, this is bad, this shouldn't be. You could take a perspective of, you know what, everything happens for me. I don't know why this happened. At first, it kind of triggers me. It leaves me with a bad feeling, but I don't know all the answers, and I bet something better is coming. See how that perspective is much more empowering? Something better is coming from this. Let me get excited in anticipation to see what's happening next, see what the universe is going to bring for me. That's very, very crucial and very, very key. Part of this too is to understand our emotions. And when we think about negative thoughts and we get negative emotions and they're based on limiting beliefs and all these things, we need to understand what an emotion really truly is. And when it comes to the laws of the universe, an emotion is simply a message. A negative emotion, I should say, is simply a message. Think of your emotions as a guidance system, okay? Anytime you feel bad, anytime you feel a negative emotion, it is the universe, it is your higher self letting you know by that negative emotion that what you are looking at right now, you are looking at it in a limited perspective, full of limiting beliefs. And if you continue to look at this subject in that way, how you're looking at it now, you are going to continue to manifest more things in your life that are going to give you that exact same feeling. So in that moment where you feel that negative emotion based on the subject that you're looking at, whatever the case is, don't say, oh no, I feel bad, this is wrong, oh no. You go, this is simply a message. This is my higher self. This is this is the universe. It's simply saying, right now you're feeling a negative emotion. Right now you're feeling this feeling because you're looking at something in a way that is not going to serve you the way you're looking at it. Change your perspective on it. Find some relief in it. I feel like this thing was bad at first, but you know what? I don't have all the answers. Let me see where this leads to, right? I know my wife several years ago got in a pretty bad car accident. And luckily she was unharmed, thank goodness. But the car was totaled. A lot of stuff was going on. There was a lot of stress. And I had felt so much negative thoughts towards it, so much negative emotion, limiting beliefs that this is going to happen. I know that nothing good ever happens to us. Why did this have to happen this way? So on and so forth. We're going to lose a car. All these negative perspectives, limiting beliefs, negative thoughts I had towards this subject. But you know what? I stopped myself and said, you know what? I'm really looking at this in a negative light. And I know I'm attracting other negative things by seeing this in a negative fashion. Because my inner self is telling me, that guidance system is saying, hey, you're not looking at this correctly. You need to change your perspective. And I said, you know what? My wife is okay. That's the most important thing. I don't know why this happened, but I'm going to let the universe pave the rest of the way for me. I'm just going to enjoy my time with my wife. And so I did. I started stopping focused on the negatives and just started focusing on the fact that my wife is okay, that everything's all right. We'll see where this leads to. Insurance totally and completely paid off our car that was totaled, plus gave us extra money for that. Plus, we now had one less car, so that was like, we were paying like $400 a month or $500, some crazy amount of money for this car. And that was money we didn't need anymore. We only needed one car because we worked so close together. So now all of a sudden we came into all this extra money. We got the car paid off plus more, plus we had an extra $500-$600 a month we could do whatever we wanted with. We ended up taking trips to Brazil. We ended up doing a lot of stuff with this extra income. So I'm like, wow. See, I could have looked at this, although it was scary, I could have looked at this in a much better perspective, because look at all the amazing things that happened because of it. And so had I not changed my perspective on that and just said, you know what, I'm going to focus on the good things that have come from this, I don't know if any of those things would have manifested. I don't know if the insurance would have paid off the car. I think more negative things, negative circumstances, negative stuff that would make me feel that way would have manifested instead. So literally, you can trace back any negative thing that's ever happened to you, and I guarantee you, something good has come from it. Okay? Like my father's death, for instance, was a very traumatizing time in my life when I was 19. How can someone choose a perspective on death that's good? I look back and I said, wow, when he passed away, I got into this mindset of, you know, you only live once. We don't know what happens next. Any day could be our last. We need to take each day by the horns and squeeze every inch out of life we can and do everything we're capable of every single day, give 120% every single day, and live life with passion. I may have never discovered that had that not happened. That event was for me. As sad as that is, that was for me. And because of that, I developed businesses and moved on to other things. Like, my life changed in absolutely incredible ways. So understand that we can remove negative thoughts, remove negative perspective, limiting beliefs by understanding that the universe always has our back. And the only reason we don't see that, the only reason we don't know that everything is for us, is because we are choosing. We are choosing to see it wrong. We are choosing to say that's bad because we have an attachment to the way we think things have to be. And that's not the way life is. That's not the way the universe unfolds things. The universe works in very mysterious ways, which things of which we'll never know. Maybe after we die, we'll know more, but right now we don't know. It's our job just to trust, to let go, and to understand that we are taken care of, okay? And I understand sometimes we have really deep-rooted negative emotions, negative thoughts, negative feelings, whatever it might be, limiting beliefs about ourselves and what we're capable of. Sometimes it's just nice to just close your eyes and just do some deep breathing. Just meditate. Just observe your thoughts for a little bit. Understanding that we're separate from our thoughts, right? And when we kind of go about life from a detached state, detached from our thoughts, our mind gets so much calmer, we calm down, and now we're much better, more equipped to choose a positive perspective that serves us, to easily go down the route of the path of least resistance, the one that's empowering, the one that brings us positive energy, the one that brings us positive manifestations. And again, the more we're able to do this, the more we're able to choose the empowering perspective. And no matter what happens, choose that perspective, the easier it becomes. And the less we hold on to negative thoughts, the less we hold on to limited perspectives and limiting beliefs. We stop holding on to that stuff, and when we start just choosing positivity, we start choosing high vibrations. We start choosing high vibrational perspectives, high vibrational beliefs, high vibrational thoughts. And really, that's so powerful when it comes down to it. You are free to create whatever you want by choosing a perspective on anything that happens that will be beneficial for you. And the more you do this, the less negative thoughts you have, the less limiting beliefs you have, and the more your world opens up. Magic starts taking place. You take a step back and the universe comes in and works magic right in your life. Shows you pathways and roadways you never thought were there to get you to the next step, to get you to your desires, to bring you full happiness into your life. It's so powerful what you are able to do when you let go of these negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, and understand the universe has your back. Everything is happening for you. And no matter what happens, even if you perceive it as bad or as wrong, don't judge it quite yet. Feel that negative emotion. Know that's your guidance system saying, no, you're looking at this in a way that's not going to serve you. Choose a different perspective. Take a step back. Know that you are being taken care of. And this negative thing, this circumstance, whatever happened, is leading you to something better. It always will. You are protected. You are loved. The universe has your back at all times. If you enjoyed today's video, please take a moment and smash the like button so we can get the video out to more people that need to see it. Subscribe if you have not already done so. Click the notification bell so you are alerted every time I post a new video. That's it for me for now, everybody. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you in the next video.